Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another WorldPainter tutorial. Today I'm going to be running through a lot of the questions I've got in the comments section about how to get your WorldPainter World over to PlayStation 4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, mobile and PC. People have been having issues with all of the different methods, different platforms. So today I'm going to explain to you how to get them onto each of those platforms. So we're going to show you how to make the world. We're going to tell you all the programs that you need to download, and we are going to run through all of the possible issues that you might face when doing this, essentially. So first things first, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get your hands on some programs for this to work. The first program you're going to need to get is WorldPainter. You need to download either the 64-bit or the 32-bit version, or if you're on Mac or Linux, then those options are there as well. Yeah, you need to choose the correct version. Make sure you check down below in your down here. There's a way that you can check for if your system is 64-bit or 32-bit. Just look up a tutorial on YouTube, is easy. Anyway, yeah, download WorldPainter. I've already done it, so I don't need to do it. It's very simple setup. Once you've done that, come back. Now you're going to need to download MCC Tool Chest PE Bedrock version. Now a lot of people are downloading the wrong version for MCC Tool Chest. They're downloading the classic version. The PE version is the version you need for this to work. Okay, guys. So I'll leave a link to this down in the description of the video. All of the links for all of the programs that you need will be down in the description. And then you're going to need to download a free trial of Minecraft Java Edition if you do not already own it. So go ahead and download Minecraft Java Edition for Windows Edition. I don't think there's a version available for iOS users, you know, Mac and well, I don't think there's a free trial for those versions. But yeah, so what you're going to want to do after you've downloaded those three programs is you're going to want to head over to the Microsoft Store on your computer and download Minecraft for Windows 10. Now, if you already own it on Xbox or PlayStation, I believe, I'm not too sure on that one, so you'll have to get back to me. If you already own Minecraft Bedrock Edition for Xbox or mobile, I believe, it will be completely free. You do not have to pay for Windows 10 Edition as long as you're signed in on the same account as you play on your Xbox. I didn't have to pay for it. As obviously you can see, I'm signed into my Redfish account here, which is my Xbox account as well, same email address, all of that. And all you have to do is download it, hit play, works exactly the same as Xbox. You don't need a seriously beefy PC to run this, so don't worry about that. Yep, so now that we've gone over all the programs that we need to download, let's jump over onto WorldPainter. So you're on WorldPainter and you've made yourself a really nice world and you don't have the slightest clue how to get it to your console. Now, getting it to your PC on Windows 10 Edition is the easy part, okay? The part getting onto your console as well is very easy as well. Don't worry yourself, it's very, very simple. Like I've just made a quick, this has taken me 10 minutes just to build really, really quickly. I've done little mountains, a volcano, I've added some custom trees, which is these yellow patch areas here, and some beaches. Very, very simple, it took me 10 minutes. Obviously, if you guys spend a lot more time on your world, it's going to look a lot better. Obviously, you can color in the mountain and all that stuff. So yeah, I've done all this. I'm going to explain how I did this very, very briefly. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to make your own WorldPainter World, go and check out my other tutorials on my channel. They will explain to you exactly how to do this entire process. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. You use the up and down arrow to increase and decrease terrain. Very, very simple. Left click for making the terrain higher in the Y level, and left clicking to make it go down in the Y level. Control Z on the keyboard undoes your previous steps. The flattening tool, this flat line here, flattens out a level based on the height that you are currently hovering over. So this is height 67, and the way I know that is by clicking in the bottom left hand corner of the screen right now. If you look, it says height 67 of 255, and if basically when you click, it just flattens it all out to that Y level. This is sort of a smoothing tool, so if you want to make the edges a lot less harsh when it comes to like sharp corners and stuff that you might have created with a square brush or something like that, you can use the smoothing tool. You can do that for all of this area. Obviously turn up and turn down the intensity for a slower brush or a much faster brush is intensity, rotation. You can do that with the slider here, or you can hold down Alt and use your scroll wheel to spin it around. My scroll wheel is broken, so it glitches all over the place. But yeah, the trees, very simple. Once again, you go to layers, you hit the plus icon, and you add a custom object layer. Now I'll leave a link down in the description as to where you can find yourself some custom trees. But yeah, I've got African trees, European trees, North American trees, South American trees. You can make your own schematics. I'll make a separate video on how to do that. But these are just .schematic files. You get a nice little preview of the tree here. So if I need to add some beech trees, I'll grab these two fiber palm schematics. You can hold down Control to click on multiple. Hit open. And then what you want to do is you want to click on the tree itself. Hit here on the little block with a pencil next to it, it looks like. You click on this one. And then you click on the offset. And some trees will have roots in them. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to drop the Y level down slightly so that the root goes underground for each individual tree. Otherwise you'll have a tree where the root is out of the ground and it just looks very odd and doesn't quite look right. So make sure that you check that for every tree that you're selecting. Unless you've made it yourself, obviously, and you don't have to worry about editing the Y value and whatnot. But we hit OK. I know that these are the trees I want. You can select a color so you know what you're where you're drawing that specific custom object layer. You can rename the layer so you remember what it's called. I can call this beech trees, for example. And then you're going to want to edit this value here as well, because obviously, as you can see, these are supposed to be like palm trees and they're literally creating like a forest in this preview window right here. So if you edit this value to say 250 blocks per 16,000 blocks, you can see they're dotted around a lot more nicely like this, and that will be the exact kind of flow of these trees if set at 50%, if your brush is set at 50% intensity. I'm going to hit OK here, drop the intensity down to just below 50. I'm going to go for like 35% roughly intensity. I'm going to come up here to the spray can, go down to my custom layers, hit beech trees, and then I'm going to reduce my brush significantly only on. I'm going to click a terrain type and I'm going to go up to sand so that I only paint onto sand. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around the beach here. 43%. That's actually meant to be on 35. So we'll have some more around there. It doesn't really matter, just for the sake of this tutorial. There we go. We'll just go around the beaches. We'll add some cool palm trees. Okay, and if you go inside the ocean, don't worry too much. Not a huge problem. If you want to be a perfectionist, you can press right click and that will erase anything that you've put in the ocean, just in case you get some random trees spawning in the ocean for whatever reason. Yeah, you just right click to get rid of all of that. And now we're just going to say this is done. Okay, there's some other tools, but I'll let you guys explore them yourself. Obviously zoom tools. You can set the world spawn point if you like. So if I want my world spawn point to be here, like here's the world spawn tool, you hit here, that will be my world spawn. Now I'll go and spawn on the beach over there, so you guys get to see the palm trees when we load in. But yeah, we're going to go up here, hit export as new Minecraft map. Now this is where it becomes important that you have a Java edition trial, because you need somewhere for your worlds to save. Because if you don't have the world directory in your Minecraft files, it won't actually recognize where to put that world. I recommend changing it to beta Minecraft 1.14.4 or later. This is a beta map format, but I've never had any issues with it, never seen any glitches or anything like that. So I highly recommend it. You can change, you can add caves to your map. You can make it so caves don't break the surface. I would definitely recommend doing that, because otherwise sometimes your worlds can just be full of holes everywhere that lead down to crazy massive caves. You can add caves and chasms, all the same, obviously, same concept. Resources, you can actually edit them to however you want. If you wanted to add quartz underground, you can do that. Let me just, for the sake of the video, add 20% quartz so I can go show you for the sake of this video. You can change the dirt, gravel, redstone values if you don't want gravel underground, because it's very annoying. Nobody likes gravel. You can drop that down to 2% if you wanted to. Completely up to you. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to change its creative mode, peaceful, and turn off structures, because sometimes there can be a glitch where ocean monuments can spawn on land, which is very annoying and very weird. But nonetheless, we hit export, we wait for that to export, and then we get on to the next part of the video, which is converting it with MCC tool chest. PE. Don't forget, only MCC tool chest PE Bedrock version. One last thing, guys, before we head over to the MCC tool chest Pocket Edition part of this video, you will notice that when I was creating this world, I was using some custom brushes. There's 6 custom brushes just up there. If you want some custom brushes to use, they're all over Google. Just type in WorldPainter custom brushes. You'll find them everywhere. There will be downloads for them, and you simply insert them into the WorldPainter program. There will be a folder called custom brushes, and if you put them into that folder, close down WorldPainter and reopen it, they'll be right there waiting for you. Okay, so now that this is done, let's go ahead and shrink it down. We're going to now open up MCC tool chest PE. Just wait for this to load. It's just a little ad to promote the person that made it. Okay, and now you're going to come up here to tools, convert to Bedrock. Obviously you're converting the WorldPainter file, which is a Java edition file, to Bedrock edition. Now if you do not see your world here, you'll need to click on select folder and find where the world was saved. If you've chosen a custom place for it to save in WorldPainter, it will be wherever you chose to save it. I highly recommend doing this if you do not have Java edition, the full version, just in case the world gets lost or a file gets corrupted or something like that. Just put it on, just save it to your desktop or your downloads folder or something like that, just so it's very easy to find. Okay, we're going to go ahead and find the world that we just made, which I have completely forgotten what I called it. So let me just go back and double check that. This is called generated world. Okay, so here we click on generated world, we select this folder. We can edit a couple things here. We want to aquatic format 1.13 plus. Yep, I don't think we have to change any of this stuff. Make sure that it's a level.dat file, because otherwise this won't work. So make sure this is ticked. I think it's ticked by default, but I might have ticked it, so just double check that. Other than that, everything's perfectly fine. Obviously, if you make a nether in WorldPainter and an end in WorldPainter, make sure to tick these boxes as well. Hit convert, wait for it to convert, it won't take long. This is only a very small world. There we go, 1600 chunks converted. Hit close, come up here, hit save as, and then you need to hit new world. Name it whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to call it YouTube console tutorial. YouTube console tutorial. I hit OK, and that's done. Now I can close down MCC tool chest, open up Minecraft Windows 10 edition. Like I said here, you can hit play in the store, or I've got it pinned down on my taskbar just down there. But yeah, if you can't find Minecraft Windows 10 edition because it's not pinned and it's not on your desktop or something, just simply search it here. It will come up. It might even be right here. Hit play. As you can see, I've got YouTube console edition. And there we go. This is the world spawn that I created for myself. You can see the nice little palm trees that I added to the world. These are some trees I added before making the video because I just obviously previously made the majority of the world before recording, just so I wouldn't have so much to do. This ginormous volcano that you guys saw, this thing is absurd. It literally goes from like Y60 all the way up to max build height. It's nuts. It's actually got a cave that runs through it as well, which is pretty cool. There's that quartz that I was talking about. You can actually add into your caves if you want to. Seems to be a couple of lighting glitches. I think that's just because it's a nether or in the overworld and it's a little bit glitchy. Yeah, look, you can see it's very, very, very common because I made it 20%. So you're going to see a lot of that underground. But yes, obviously this is not a very well made map. I literally only spent 10 minutes making it. You've got some mountainous biomes, some custom trees, our little palm trees, a nice big volcano, a nice big flat area for building on. And yeah, that's just to show you guys that it's on Windows 10 edition now and it's all converted over perfectly fine. Now the next step, what you're going to need to do after opening the world in your worlds folder is open up a realm. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to click on the little pencil tool on your realm. You're going to want to come to game, and if you have a realm already, you will need to download the world first because you don't want to lose your progress of your realm, obviously. So download your world if you already own a realm. If it's a brand new realm, don't worry about it. If it's a brand new realm, hit replace world, hit confirm, click on the YouTube console tutorial. I'm not actually sure if I have a world that's not downloaded. You know what, we'll go for it. I'm not fast, the realm's shut down anyway. You hit on the console world, it will replace the world very, very quickly. Simple as that. Hit back, and now when you log onto your realm, obviously mine is shut down now because I run a server. You guys are more than welcome to join as well, by the way. This is the server address and port. It's a 100 player Minecraft survival server. Yeah, if you guys want to join that, more than welcome. Make sure you subscribe though. That'd be super dope of you if you can do that before joining the world. Anyway, on to the next part. So the next part is going to be something I'm just going to have to talk with you guys about because I don't have my Xbox One set up for this part. So the next part is going to be very, very simple. You log on to your PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, mobile, whatever it is. And obviously because it's a realm and it's playable on any device, anywhere, you can log on to that device. Okay, now let me just use this as an example. I've logged on to my Xbox or my PlayStation 4, for example. I hit play and I go to my realms. It will be right here. So it will be right there and it will give me the option to download the world. Now I can download the world straight to my Xbox, my PlayStation 4, my Nintendo Switch, or my mobile device. And that is how I've moved my WorldPainter World from my PC over to my Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or mobile device. If you guys have any issues whatsoever, do feel free to leave it down in the comments section. I reply to every single comment no matter what. So yeah, make sure you guys leave a like on this video. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on me to record this, so I do apologize it's taken so long. But yeah, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be sure to do lots more WorldPainter tutorials and stuff in the future. I have a world I'm working on right now, which is a dope adventure map. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Catch you later. Peace.